Lag is probably one of the worst things in Hypixel Skyblock, especially whenever you're doing dragons, and sometimes it even makes items disappear just like my dad. But apparently it won't be as bad as before because of a new update that just happened. But first I want to talk about some major bug fixes before I get into it, starting off with a skeleton pet. So as most of you guys probably know, the skeleton's pet third ability just didn't work half the time because it didn't proc. And they finally fixed that, which is great, but I don't think it matters because who actually uses a skeleton pet. They also fixed enchanted wet sponge inside of a super compactor, which is honestly great because it fills up your minions by a lot. So instead of it just being regular enchanted sponge, it's going to turn into wet sponge. Oh yeah, and did you ever want to spawn villager eggs on any island? Well, now you can't do that. As most of you guys know, a couple of weeks ago there was a situation where every single hub was basically just filled with these. Well, apparently it happened again, but it's not going to matter because they fixed that. I'm pretty sure the reason it happened again was because of the bug that basically just allowed you to grab anything from the auction house or any GUI. Speaking about that, they just added a lot of additional checks so that never happens again, because I mean it was a pretty big dupe. And whenever I say big, I mean big, not like that. Plus some other stuff got fixed, but it's really not that big of a deal, so if you still want to check it out, it's down in the description. But now it's time to talk about the thing that's going to prevent lag, which is called the entity limiter. It's basically the same thing as a physics limiter, because once a lot of mobs or a lot of items are on the same island, it's going to be added to a global counter, and once it reaches that limit, it's going to stop. Now it's not going to affect average players, but if you have a huge cactus farm on your island that basically looks like this, then it might. It's also going to help prevent dupes because you can't spawn a lot of entities in the lobby anymore to crash the server. Cough cough cough, me. Like I said, it wasn't my fault, so please don't blame me. Overall, it's saying that it's going to help prevent lag, which is honestly great because I hate using the auction house whenever it's laggy. And the only time this might actually affect you is whenever you break a chest with a lot of items on it, so don't do that. Either way, that's going to be the end of the video, so please like and subscribe, and finally, goodbye!